Hello and welcome. So, I want to tell you a story. It's something that happened a couple days after God Wars was released. To put it into context, it was after a very long God Wars trip. It was a 10 to 12 hour God Wars trip ranging between Bando, Sarah, Arma, and a little bit of Zami, but then we kind of just like gave up on Zami altogether because you just waste too much supplies because he does hurt, and the loot you actually get is actually not that it's not that profitable compared to how easy some of the other bosses are, like for Sarah. So after 10 to 12 hours of God Wars, most people were tired, they're calling it a night. We had maybe one split throughout that entire day, so people were logging off. Since people were logging off, I decided to take this time to just restock on supplies for tomorrow. So I already had to sell some of my gear that I got from Barrow to buy more brews and restores supplies like food, prayer pots, that kind of stuff. So that's what the 800k was for. I was looking to spend about that much on just like sharks or prayer pots, stuff like that. So I went on Zybez, looked for somebody who was selling at a reasonable price, but while I was doing this, I was just sitting at the bank at Edgefield, and someone just happened to stop by and ask if I wanted to buy something. So usually the people who do this, they're usually not looking for the best price in the world, so I thought, okay, maybe I'll entertain the idea. Maybe I'll find something that I might actually want to buy. So he ended up putting a Sarah sword, and at this point, a Sarah sword was worth around 10 mil, which I knew I could not afford, even if I wanted one, which I didn't want one because, well, I would have no use for it because training strength isn't really something I need to do. So I thought, okay, since I know I can't afford this, why not just jokingly put up whatever I had up to show that I couldn't afford it. I put up 800k, which was all I had, and clicked accept. Surprisingly, he clicked accept as well, and then we kind of just sat in the second confirmation screen for about 20-30 seconds, and with nothing happening. He wasn't typing anything. I was kind of waiting for him to click accept first to just see if he would take the deal, and then after about 20-30 seconds, I kind of just clicked accept, seeing if he was waiting on me, and then he said, "Do I have any more cash?" I'm like, okay, I only have like 5 mil cash in the bank, and that's pretty much all the money I have. So that on top of the 5 mil I had, total up to around somewhere around 6 mil. I just put up the rest of the cash that I had. Now, of course, Sarah Sword is worth 10 mil. I only had like 6 mil, so even if he accepted, still would have been a good deal for me. So again, we clicked through the first confirmation screen. On the second final confirmation screen, we just kind of sat there. I was kind of still waiting for him to click accept first. After about just like 10 seconds this time, I decided to just click accept and get it over with. And he finally said, okay, if you just put up the rune crossbow you have that you're wielding, then it's a deal. I'm like, okay, come on. This is like the third freaking time we're doing this. So I unwheeled my crossbow, I put up the cash, I click accept, accept, and that's how I ended up with a steel 2H. So looking back, I think I should have been more suspicious, but at the time, like again, it was like after a really long 10 to 12 hours God Wars trip, I was exhausted, tired, a little cranky probably. I just wanted to get some supplies, then go to sleep. So actually, I'm not even bummed out about losing the money. Like, it doesn't even matter how much that I actually lost. I'm just bummed out that I actually showed one person that it's okay and that it actually works to scam other people. Well, actually, maybe not that it's okay, but that you could, well, you could probably still get away with it. Like, even being a player moderator, I don't think, even if I did report him, even if I did mute him, he's probably not going to get banned for it. It's probably not going to happen. And even if it does happen, it's probably not going to be until his third offense, which sucks. So I guess the lesson for me, at least for this part, is I don't want to say just don't talk to other people because there are small moments where a random person you meet could become like your best friend on Runescape, which has happened, I know, at least around 3 to 4 people that I still talk to, and if I just never talked to them like 8 years ago, probably would have never met them. I guess I just have to be more cautious about the trades I make. Yeah, that's a good one. Just be a little more cautious. And try not to make trades when you're feeling a little rushed, agitated, whatever. Yeah, so that's my story of my Steel 2H. If you guys have similar stories where this and this happened because of that, I'd love to hear it. Although, this being YouTube comments, I'm not sure if you can fit the whole story, but you can try. There's like 500 characters. So as always, thank you very much for watching, and have a nice day.